Okay, so I've managed to better refine or define, essentially better understand this sort of new framework one can use to see the world. And that is input, process or processing, and output. And how it goes is you have an input, which in the physical world can come in various forms and flavors, such as a sensory experience. You have visual imagery, which engages the sense of sight, and then you go taste, smell, touch, and in the end engage with the physical world. And by doing it, you don't only touch an object, but you are tapping into a huge amount of information that the object contains, and that is unperceivable. And that information is a sum of data that can be both functional and aesthetic, and each subtle quality will affect how you, the individual, will process it, but also what the output will be. You throw that information out into the world, and the world will process it as well. And your output will become a new input for someone else to take in. And I think that this is a pretty interesting cycle. And there's a lot of computation involved as well. And the reason why I use the word computation is that I want to take you closer to the digital realm where computers use the same framework to do their job as well. Because the computation, the processing, is the part where you get to analyze all of the inputs you are taking in on a daily basis. It is the stage where you watch a movie trailer and mid-trailer and even a few scenes in you decide that yes, I want to watch this movie. It is that area, that stage where you are quickly processing the input so that you can, in the end, generate an output and say something like, yes, I've watched that movie, it was great. And now I can talk about it, now I have opinions about it, now I can produce output for others to consume. You then have other scenarios where, say, you want to buy a pencil. So imagine this scenario, right? Ideally, you are inside the store, you pick the pencil up, you get a piece of paper and start writing or sketching something to test it. In this case, you have already taken the input in and you are looking for ways to output what you absorbed. And the pencil is the tool that can help you generate the desired output, the processing tool of your choice. And everything we do in terms of computing, what we took in and what we allowed in, I think that this is important in a way we cannot understand yet. And scheduling time for reflection, time to write and think, time to process might nowadays seem burdensome. It is about the time where you can sit in the stream of information and allow that information to circulate. Things you saw during the day, things you touched and ate, do you really feel them? One other question you can ask yourself is, what type of input do I want to allow in if I want to achieve a specific desired outcome? And then move to the next step where I'm creating an environment that allows me to seamlessly process these inputs so that I can achieve productive outcomes. Time to sit, to meditate, to walk, stretch, go out for a bike ride, or take out your blades. Your micro movements and actions shape who you are. The way you walk, sit, touch, and feel. Everything is interconnected. So start paying attention.